What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to reach back to you with a response. So as you can see from the looks of the title on the screen, I hope you've enjoyed the gameplay. And as you can see, the build that I'm bringing y'all today is what I'm calling the endgame 2-way Diaming Big. Now, out of all NBA players, this one's going to be reminding me of Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal. Now, as far as for those attributes, we'll be able to reach a 99 plus when it comes towards our standing dunk, pass accuracy, interior defense, defensive rebound, and our stamina. Now, we'll also be able to get a total of 50 badges. On top of that, when it comes towards this build for animations, we're going to unlock upgraded layup and dunk packages, elite standing contact dunks with normal dribble animations. Now, the normal dribble animations are going to be key for this build, especially when you take into account getting ankle breakers that you're seeing on screen. When it comes to contact dunks, this build is a monster. Overall, this build is a beast on the interior, one of my favorite post scores that I've used this year. So before we move any further, I want to say thank you so much for your support. God bless every single one of you, and if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Let's go ahead and get to 8K supporters. I'm trying to reach 10K by the end of 2024. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the creation of today's build. So the first thing that we're doing is putting it under the center position. Once you get into that height, let's leave this at 7 feet. As you get into that weight, I'm going to put this down to 228. And then moving into that wingspan, let's go put this all the way up to 7'8". So from here, we should be good to move forward. And the first area that I do want to dive into is going to be the physicals. Once you go ahead and take a look at that speed, put this all the way up to a 71. As you get into that strength, I'm going to put this to an 82. And then as you can see with that acceleration, I'm going to put this to a 64. Now to wrap everything up on the stamina, I'm going to put this max out to a 98. And then for that vertical, let's go with a 73. Now something everybody should take into account is going to be the +4 that you get from your Gatorade facility workouts. We'll read a 99 when it comes towards the stamina, 77 for the vertical, 86 for our strength, 68 acceleration with a 75 speed. So with these physicals, I'm telling you, you're going to be dominant on both sides of the floor, and even more so, especially when it comes towards the offense. I think that's where this build really shines. So from here, let's get started with the top on the finishing. Go ahead and put that close shot all the way up to a 61, 68 as we get into that driving layup, 60 when it comes towards that driving dunk, 96 when it comes towards that standing dunk, and then we're going to go with a 67 for our post control. So as you can see, when it comes towards these badges, you get silver back down punisher, bronze drop stepper, post-spin technician with dream shake and hook specialist. Once you get into the standing, gold fast twitch, rise up, and area wizard. Precision dunker on the Hall of Fame tier is really going to make it easy when it comes towards using that meter. As you get into the actual driving dunk, you also get slithery on bunny, two-step with spin cycle, area wizard as well. But then when it comes towards this driving layup area, silver pro touch, float game, giant slayer with scooper, and spin cycle once again. A little bit more of the same when it comes towards this area on the close shot, but you'll be able to get hook specialist. Now I want to know your thoughts and opinion on this build. Is there anything that you possibly would recommend? I'm telling you, as far as for the gameplay, this build's going to be able to do everything that you need as a center. So as we move further down the line, I'm going to put that mid-range shot all the way up to a 72. Getting into that three-pointer, let's go with a 77. And then as we get into that free throw, let's go with an 83. Now I know I did say this build does remind me of Shaq, but I wanted to be sure to at least bring us something well balanced and all around, and I think these ratings hit perfect. So for that mid-range shot, you get silver catch and shoot, bronze deadeye, blinders, green machine, post fade phenom, dream shake once again with guard up, open looks, comeback kid, mini magician, spot finder, and whistle. Then for that 3-point shot, a little bit more of the same. Now I think corner specialist, claymore, and catch and shoot are really going to boost this 3-point percentage, especially when it comes towards that free throw rating. We even get silver points. Now I think we're off to a pretty good start. Let's check out the playmaking. For that pass accuracy, let's go all the way up to a 90. For the rest of the build, we're going to leave it as is. That means the rest of the attributes will solely be left over for the defensive end. But as you can see, we get gold break starter, dimer, relay passer, special delivery, and touch passer. You also get silver post playmaker, needle threader, and then this rating for the dribbling is going to allow you to get those normal dribble animations. So let's wrap everything up when it comes towards the defensive end. For my interior, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 88. As you can see, for that perimeter, let's go with a 68. As you can see, when it comes towards that steal, I'm going to go with a 60. And then moving down the line when it comes towards that block, I think a 77 is all you're going to need. Now for that defensive rebound, let's go with a 92. And then for the remaining attributes, put these towards the offensive, we'll get to a 60. And this is what we should be looking like once you get the build maxed out to 99 overall. We get bronze anchor, silver post lockdown, gold workhorse. For that perimeter, you also get a little bit more of the same silver off-ball pass. On the stealing, bronze interceptor. As for that block, anchor, chase down artist, and silver pogo stick. For the offensive rebound, gold rebound chaser, silver box out beast, pogo stick, and post playmaker. Same thing when it comes towards the defensive end. However, one thing that I'm taking into account, if you activate your takeover, that's a plus 10 put towards these attributes. If you end up buying boost, that's another plus 4. Wearing gear or even having performance boost, that's going to be anywhere from an extra plus 3 to 4. If you add all of that, that's another plus 18 in total. Really something to take into account with this build, especially when it comes towards the shooting. I think this is the best build that you can make out of the center position if you're looking to be all around. If you're not worried about dribbling, I think this is going to be the build for you. So from here, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. We should be able to get these 3 different comparisons. I love the fact that one of them is Jokic, and together we have created what I'm naming the endgame two-way diamond big. Now I really appreciate your support. Thank you to those of y'all who made it to the very end. Now I just want to say God bless you one more time. In this 2K community, we truly do need to spread the positivity more so than we ever have, and I promise to be definitely a part of the positivity factor when it comes to it. Now if you have any questions, concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll definitely be sure to get back to you. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.